Hello there guys, today we are taking a look at this MacBook Pro 2013 15-inch model. Now, I got this for just £80, and the reason I got it is because someone I know wanted a very cheap laptop and they wanted it for less than £100, and they wanted it to be 15-inch, and ideally it needed to be an Apple system. So after that many requirements, it's actually quite difficult to get something that cheap, but I wanted to give it a go, so I managed to get this 2013 model. So this is the second 15-inch Retina model. The first was the 15-inch 2012. So the changes from the 2012, they added 802.11 AC Wi-Fi. It was the model that introduced the Haswell generation CPU with the Iris graphics, and it supports 4K video out via HDMI, and a few other features that are a step up from the 2012 model. It originally shipped with macOS 10.9 Mavericks, and the latest official macOS supported is Big Sur. But unofficially, via OCLP, you can get Sonoma running, you can probably get Sequoia running, and you could probably get maybe even Tahoe. I haven't tried Tahoe or Sequoia. Haven't tried either of those, but I have tried macOS Sonoma, and that works pretty well. Obviously, because this is an 8GB model, you're going to have to be careful with Tahoe and probably possibly Sequoia as well. You might be better off on Sonoma, but support for Sonoma is going to end this year, so you have to decide whether or not you want to, take that risk or not. But yeah, overall I'm very happy with the condition this machine arrived in for just £80. Yeah, just very impressed. The battery, it has, it's an older battery, so obviously you're going to have to do a battery replacement at some point. Batteries for these things are usually about £60-70 you can get them for, and obviously they're glued in, so you have to be careful when you're replacing it. You have to use like adhesive, and so just be careful if you're going to do that. But yeah, if you're buying one of these, just buy it with the intention of knowing that you will have to replace the battery pretty soon. I think this model had over 680 cycles, which for its age, it's not too bad. I've seen worse. Normal battery health, so it's fine for now, but I will be replacing it as soon as possible. So the first benchmark I ran is Cinebench R23, and I got a single core score of 679 and a multi-core score of 3516. Now these are obviously not very great scores by modern standards, but for the time they weren't bad at all. And even today, the CPU performance is enough for light tasks like web browsing and light media. Geekbench 6 was the next benchmark, and that got a single core score of 982 and a multi-core score of 3497, and the graphics score was 1871. As for the SSD, well, these are SATA SSDs on these Retina models, not NVMe models. So the read and write is going to be much lower than the modern NVMe. So on the SSD we got 679 megabytes a second read, and we got a write speed of 640 megabytes per second. overall, for £80, this is actually an incredible machine, especially since it came with an official Apple power supply, MagSafe as well. So really not bad for £80. Very good condition for £80. And overall, I don't think it's actually a bad idea for like a second machine. Like if you just want a spare machine for like occasional use or whatever, you need it for like reading or writing or light media use. Obviously you're going to have to taper your expectations with one of these things, but it's really not that bad. You know, there is a use case for these older machines rather than buying a newer machine, of course, especially if you want to save money. So yeah, it's really not a bad idea. Just you have to be careful with the OS you want to run, and obviously you have to be careful with the battery. But aside from that, for £80, I don't think you can really argue too much about this machine. Pretty impressive. So I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.